So it's time to get stuck in to another video. It's push day today, so chest, shoulders and triceps, which I'll be training later on today. I will record it and it will be included in the video. You've seen what I've trained this week. So I did a leg session and back and biceps. A lot of people, they don't need like a fancy gym membership or the top best equipment. Just basic sometimes just is all you need. And sometimes I've heard people say as well, like, oh, I don't get much time, I can only do 20 minutes. And I'm like, well, do 20 minutes then. You know, like, you don't need to be in the gym for an hour. 20 minutes is perfect. If you get a sweat on and keep the intensity high, 20 minutes is more than enough. But anyway, so today I got up, just had a coffee, got some caffeine in me, read a bit of my book, because I like to, in the morning, get up and have sort of 15-20 minutes just reading and taking in information, positivity and building my mindset. And as I've said, this channel's all about fitness, nutrition and mindset. I think that's something that we all should strive towards, is trying to be as positive as possible. So I do like to talk about different topics on this channel. And so while we're sort of talking about mindset, I will talk today a little bit about just something that I thought about earlier. And that's just about getting around the right people. If you're around negativity and you're reading negativity and you're watching negativity and you're listening to it and it's all you hear is complaining and moaning, well, it's not really going to help you. But if you get around people that are also looking to progress in their life, are positive and are just ambitious people, really is probably the best way to put it, that's going to rub off on you. That's an environment that you want to put yourself in. So try and get around people that are going in the same direction that you want to go in, that are going after the same goals as what you've got. So if you're looking to improve your health and fitness, try and get around people that are also into maybe running or swimming or going to the gym. It doesn't matter, but I think the message on today's video is don't underestimate the importance of just being around people who are on the same path as you, and get away from all the negativity if you can. Like, if you put me into a negative situation and people who are complaining and moaning, watch how quickly I'll get out of there. You know, I'll say choose your team wisely and who you've got around you, because you want people who are going to support you and motivate you to keep improving. Moving on, it's time to get that first meal of the day going. Let's go. So for today, it's just a quick lunch, which is some Applied Nutrition bagel thins with 4 eggs scrambled and a few slices of ham on each. Really quick to do and perfect for busy days. So there we have it. So I've had that first meal and I've just done a bit of work on my laptop and just got a few chores done that I needed to get done. It's now time to get in the gym. And again, it's just going to be dumbbells only, just a workout anybody can do from home, as long as you've got access to some dumbbells. With that being said, let's get it done. I'll see you in the gym. So the first exercise was the paused push-ups. So all you want to do with them is, as you come down, you just want to pause for a second and then use the explosive power to push yourself away from the floor. It's a great exercise for strengthening your chest and your triceps. But if you're struggling with doing a full press up, you can always do them on your knees to start with, just to make it a little bit easier until you advance and progress to a point where you can do full press ups. And then I did dumbbell flies which I just focus on getting a good stretch at the bottom of the movement and then really squeezing the chest muscles on the way up to get the most out of that exercise. And then for shoulders, we went into dumbbell overhead press, which is a great exercise for strengthening and gaining size on the shoulders. That's an exercise that I regularly do, but just be mindful not to lock out at the top as you're pressing, because it's not good for your elbows. So that's a point worth noting. And then it was into side raises, which a lot of people get them wrong, by the way. And the reason that I say that is because you'll see a lot of people end up just using momentum and swinging to get the weight up because the weight that they're using is too heavy. So lower the weight down a little bit is my advice. Just focus on trying to use the muscles that you're actually trying to use. So the hardest part of that movement is at the top. So what you want to do is try and hold that at the top for a split second to really challenge your muscles. Again, just focusing on perfect form and just not using any momentum. And then we moved on to triceps. So I went into the incline dumbbell skull crushers, which I like that exercise. I always tend to do it on an incline because I just feel it's easier on the elbow joints than doing it on a flat bench. And a tip for doing the dumbbell skull crushers is to use a full range of motion. So as you're doing it, you don't want to just come to there and then press. You want to come all the way back. So you're really getting the maximum range of motion in whilst doing the exercise, and then use your tricep to move the weight back up. So there's just a few tips from today's session. And I want to carry on documenting my gym sessions and putting them on the channel, along with just some lifestyle stuff and recipes and the foods that I eat. And I think it's just good to share your journey. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. But for now, let's go and cook another meal. Let's get stuck into it. So I've just got these barbecue chicken skewers from Applied Nutrition. Let's give them a go. We've got some carrots, sweet corn and broccoli, just all frozen, which will go in the microwave. Really nice and easy. So it's a low carb meal tonight. But there it is, all plated up. As I say, just really convenient for tonight's meal. So it's that time again. Cottage cheese before bed. Perfect little high protein snack, which is why it's my go-to. I'm going to leave the video here. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.